We're back in Canada. Gail's up for her annual birthday week.
Yep.
This is our third trip out to the island already today. And we'll make one more big one later. Get some more building materials out. And then we'll start putting in the 2 windows. So we have to go from here out there. In the far distance is the top of the island. All right, that's it for today. Gail is saying goodbye now.
I know.
This is the new chemo look. I can't be in the sun, so I'm a bandito. I stashed this lumber out here at my buddy's barn, I think 7 years ago. There's 4 tarps over to the right of Gail. I wrapped it, snugged it, wrapped it, and it paid off. These boards look like they just came out of the lumberyard the day I got them. So we're going to try to make 2 loads. We're going to fill the boat with as many 2x4s as we can. The water's calm today, so it looks like we'd be able to go slow and get the stuff out to the island. It might take a couple trips, but Gail's here, and that makes it more fun, if nothing else. So 4 hands are better than 2.
Put another window over on that side. First is we're cutting this window out to finish it off. Alright, we're starting again. Dennis had to stop to sharpen the chainsaw, fill it up. Glad he knows how to do that. And we're off and moving forward on getting this window done. Alright, good job, Dennis. All right, what are you going to do next, Dennis?
We're going to knock out the 5th window box. Well, at least part of it. This one we got to cut still, and that one's a cut. Those are custom cuts, but these are cut all the way through. Doesn't mean they'll just fall.
Wow, we have a window! Still getting the...
Needs to be cut just a little more.
Okay.
Alright. So the chinking worked well. If you need a machete to get this stuff off, I want to get that off so it doesn't dull the chainsaw more. This one we have to cut like that, like little slices. So the more concrete I get off of there, the better my chainsaw likes me. Alright. This.
All clear. There it goes. We have a window opening. And we've got thunder.
Don't hold the metal spikes when it's lightning. Alright, we gotta clean up our stack a little bit. A piece went flying off, you know.
Okay. Check it out.
That's a little more like it. Just gotta trim this one. Trim that one. Box it in, the logs. They look good.
Good job. Way to go, Dennis.
Happy to see that. Nice.
Yeah, the logs look great.
I'll cut these out, every one of them, about that far, and I'll place a wooden spacer in there, hammer it in, so that over time these logs, because this is missing, they won't go down. It's like a little spacer on a solid wood on all of these. Then we'll frame it out. Nice view. I've never seen this view before.
All right.
Okay.
Dennis, what did you do to do this bottom row?
Cut. We made slices this way, all the way along every inch. And then by taking them out with the hatchet, and then I'll smooth them. That'll give us a flat part for the window. And we'll do the same thing up here. It'll just make a better fit. So.
Nothing's easy, that's for sure.
Well, at least, like everything else, I'm getting better at it towards the end. Unfortunately, there's one more.
One more and then a door. Yeah,
Big door.
the big door.
Wow. See where there's a knot.
Wow, that is a hard one. Whoa.
Let's try this. Got some of it. Okay.
All right, well, good work. And the next step is framing it out, and then hopefully the windows will be coming soon. All right. Good job. Keep it up.
I think I might have shown you before earlier, but between every log we've got to put a clean new piece of timber that's the width of the chinking, so the logs don't settle down. So we've been cutting these custom ones in, driving them in, then taking a piece of shim and making them so they can never move again. So that now will support the wall and it'll never sag. Then we'll put the giant piece of wood, the 2x12 over that and screw it to these. So, real happy about how the logs are. Trying to get out of here before the next storm. And Gail and I are putting in the 5th window frame. Looks great. Alright, I'm going to screw that corner.
Okay.
Go like this. Flush. That's pretty damn close. Nice. Nice!
Looks great. Okay.
This is our last window, front of the cabin. And this is the template that I probably showed earlier. It gives us the perfect dimension, and and I measured from where the real center of the door would be over. So I'm going to draw that out and then remove it and start the chainsaw for the last window of the cabin.
Yay. All right, you're about to see window number 6 coming through. What you hear is the pounding of a 25-pound pipe that Dennis is pounding against the cut. So here it comes, window number 6. All right, here it comes. Wow, there it is. Good job, Dennis. Wow,
Very nice view.
very cool.
Thanks to my little friend.
All right, good job.
Super. Hey.
Hi, welcome to Studio North, also known as the Barbarian Shelter. We have our last window opening put in, and what a great step, what a great place to be. So
Next is the door. Well,
that's a big job.
Actually, next are the actual windows. So,
yeah. All right, here we are at our first cage Dennis made to protect our tools up on High Point. But the bears got into it, and now we're going to move all our tools because the bears pretty much destroyed the cage that actually lasted for about 12 years. So why they came after it now, we have no idea. It's in this open area we call High Point.
we tore that to shreds.
And ooh, a lot of mosquitoes. So we will work on pulling out all the tools that are up here and then taking them to another location. All right, that's it for now.
I mean, this was not easy for me to break into with a machete. This thing.
I think you're disrupting the mosquitoes and they're increasing.
I don't have a choice.
I know, I'm just saying. You did make it pretty solid. I don't know how the bear got in there, but
No, that's what I mean. And this is after we wrecked it once.
yeah.
He tore all these out and dragged the one big box off to the forest. So, I mean, he's got half-inch climbing ropes wrapped around this stuff. Crisscrossed. There. So how did that little bastard, what's holding it now? Can you see? That one. So how did he ever get these things out of here on his own? Alright. We're going to take these boxes that we put back up after the bear got them. And these are tools. So it's not like he's going after food. He emptied this one out because this is the one he bit a hole in that you can put your hand through. I don't know what he was going for because, again, it's only tools in there, which we're going to put in the backpacks. We brought 2 empty backpacks. We're going to fill them, and we brought 2 handbags. These are the tools that I carried up here for this stash 10 years ago. I hauled them up the rock face with ropes because we're at about 100 feet now, 110 feet elevation. So, all right. So, it's stash stuff that you would need. Bug spray, hand saws, cutting saws, chainsaw sharpeners, oil, bug repellent, tape, files, Gorilla tape. These are little treasures when you're on an island. This one, I think, is full of nothing but my antique tools. Luckily, he couldn't get in there. Where's that clipper? Snipper.
Right here. It's right here.
Snippers.
It's connected to the wire yet.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that home with us. All right. So, yeah. Socket set, screwdrivers, military emergency kit, baby sledgehammer.
It all looks really dry too.
It's all perfectly dry. Screws, tape, brushes, my big channel. This is like a treasure trove of tools we can use on the island forever once I get a shed built. So each one of these has stuff that we can now move back to where we're at. Camo paint, WD-40, the harness for that blind that we put up 12 years ago. All right, we got to move this stuff.
All right.
So all of this has to go in those backpacks, and we've got to hump it down back to the rock face. We'll leave it all there, and then Gail and I'll take a boat around the island and pick it up. Otherwise, we'd have to carry all this stuff about a mile. So that's it. We're loading up.
Down digging under the floorboards to put a jack under the post right there. Hi, Dennis. All right, now we have a tree that the woodpeckers have killed. So now we're trying to deal with it to make sure that it doesn't fall on the cabin at some point. So Dennis is up in the tree with a rope that he's going to, well, actually he's sawing off a branch right now, but then he's going to take that rope and go tie it to a tree in the woods to try to secure it more away from the cabin, so there's no way that it can fall backwards on it. All right, I have to go now. Okay, bye.
All right, what Gail and I are doing today, we've got this tree that used to be a good tree till one of the giant woodpeckers, the real ones, came and they ate holes through the whole thing from this distance on, about 10 feet. So now bugs will get in there, they'll eat that, it's going to rot. This is the tallest tree near the cabin. So it's leaning like this towards the cabin. It doesn't even have a branch for 30 feet, and it's easily 60 feet tall. So if it was to fall in the cabin, it'd go right through the roof. So Gail and I have cables going back into the forest to a steel come-along, anchored to a tree, another safety line anchored to another tree, and this that I got in my hand, I made a little cradle here with screws on this side. So I'm going to put the 2x4 in that, and it sits there, but it's not physically attached to the wood. On this side, I'm going to screw it to the tree so that the tree can't come backwards when we're doing our cut. It's another really good safety thing. And we just hope that the Barbarian shelter is stronger than this tree when we take it down. But that'll keep, you don't want to screw this side because then it would tear a chunk out of the cabin when it went down. So that's our morning today. And I hope it all goes well. Gail will be safely behind the cabin when I cut it, videoing. All right. Okay, that went well. So, our first phase is over. We're going to put a little snug on it. And then we'll put it back on. That's better. It is trying to lean itself that way.
That board on the top is just about out.
I know. I'm going to have to go down a little more.
Don't let that thing fall down and hit you in the head either, the 2x4.
Oh. All right. Remember, it's screwed in.
I know, but
I'm just going to have to touch this a little more. Just got to make sure.
with the sledgehammer or the saw?
Right, I'm not on track. Damn it.
It just moved a little bit again. Because you're off the things up on the top. So it should go.
And less of the wedge.
Because it's out of the whole cradle.
I know, which tells us
It's moved.
it's really going that way.
Careful behind if it kicks.
All right.
Because even if you were sledgehammering it that way, you could
It's in all the
run
way.
that direction.
It's in all the way.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Our pie is definitely going that way. I'm going to try to put tension on it. From over there. You film
From over
this.
there. From over where?
Over there.
Oh, on the come along?
We got no choice.
Okay.
We'll know.
Run to the right.
Run to the right. Run fast, run to the right. Yep, there's slack in this.
Oh, okay.
That tells you something.
Up there it go. Yep, it's cracking.
Hang on.
It's not going.
Bring me that machete.
Okay.
Or wait. Alright, I just got... Apparently we didn't get rid of these stabbies. Maybe we made a path on the other road. Certainly didn't make one here.
No, I don't think you did.
Alright, now I feel better. Okay. Would you just go make sure that other camera's running?
Okay.
It didn't turn itself off.
Running.
Alright. Get back to your camera station. It's leaning this way, right?
Yeah.
Alright. That's good.
Where are you? Wave your hands. Oh yeah, it's leaning towards you, I think.
Okay, I'm running the other way. You just make sure you get it coming down.
Okay.
So this is the same as a bunch of guys being on a rope.
Oh,
great.
it's coming.
I'm out of chain.
Ooh.
I got to disconnect and pull that stupid stuff out again.
Are you sure you want? What if you just pounded on the wedge?
I think the wedge has lost its... I'm gonna pull
It doesn't seem like... Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! Look out! Good job. Are you there?
You got the camera?
I got the camera.
Up through the woods. Where is it?
It's hanging up. Right over your head.
Okay, so... Wow! Holy moly! Way past my head. It's back here.
I'm coming in.
So the end of that tree is to that tree. So we can measure from that tree to the cabin with a tape and tell how long the tree was. It worked, huh?
Wow, it did.
Okay. Let's get the camera off.
Okay.
Or the other. You can
Good
walk
job.
with me. Just keep filming. So, all right. So, everything worked. It's where we want it. It didn't hurt anything. Nobody got hurt. Now the cabin's going to be safe. We can take those screws out and we can chunk this. Get the ropes off. All right, success. The tree went down. Nobody was injured in this episode, including Gail. Up for her 60th birthday as
Stop.
A big
Don't
help.
tell anybody.
we're going to try to cut the wedge in the tree. Just the pie towards where we want it. Then Gail and I are going to go over to the rope which has the come along. We're going to put it under a little bit of tension, just enough to make it want to go more than off center. Then we'll come back and do the back cut slowly. And hopefully it'll go that way. And we'll cut a ring around under our cut in case the bark tries to hold it. It'll let it break loose easier. And we got a wedge, and we got a sledgehammer to drive it in, and we got a safety 2x4 up here against the cabin so it can't fall backwards.
I think he's thought of everything.
I've taken down a couple hundred trees out here already, but none of them 2 feet from the cabin that I just finished, that are 60 feet tall, and the woodpeckers destroyed part of it in the middle. So that's why I got the 2 safety lines and the safety 2x4. First phase is over. We're going to put a little snug on it. And then we'll turn it back on for the felling of the tree or the cabin. Now, we made the pie cut. We're making the back cut. We made a circle cut to make sure the bark doesn't hold it. Got tension, little tension on that, just to keep it that way. Not too much. So we're going to do the back cut and put a steel wedge in and pound that in place. Just stay there. Anything weird happens, I'm running your way. that. I've got a better cut and less of the wedge. I know, which tells us it's really going that way. All right, now.
Even if you were sledgehammering it that way, you could run that direction. Ooh.
I got to disconnect and pull that stupid stuff out again.
You sure you want? What if you just pound it on the wedge?
I think the wedge has lost its. I'm going to pull
It
on the
doesn't
rope.
seem like. Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! Out! Good job.
All right. So everything worked. It's where we want it. It didn't hurt anything. Nobody got hurt. Now the cabin's going to be safe. We can take those screws out and we can chunk this. Get the ropes off. All right, success. The tree went down. Nobody was injured in this episode, including Gail, who's up for her 60th birthday, as a big help. Hopefully I cut this one right. And
It's interesting, some of these you can see where the tree and the branches just hit it and ripped these other branches right off.
all right, I'm going to topple this stump, I hope, if I cut it right. All right. This is where the woodpeckers were eating it all the time. So if you got a stump that woodpeckers come to visit, it's not a good idea to keep it.
All right,
You filming?
I am.
Yeah, go one more tree.
He's riding the tree trunk down.
There it goes. I think we can cut it at that height.
Okay.
Otherwise it's too high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super.
Time to turn on the chainsaw again.
Oh yeah. Gail has a new toy. She's replaced her loppers with an electric sawzall with a pruning blade that's making her a little wood cutting machine.
Yeek.
She's cutting a path along the 43-foot tree we just dropped so we can get in there and you gotta strip all those branches off now and then cut that into lengths, and possibly we can save maybe a 20-foot log out of this to use for something else later. So she's working on that. I'm going to remove this giant stump from a huge tree that we took down a long time ago. Okay, that's the plan for today. Okay, the tree is gone. Gail cut a path down to the lake. We got rid of the giant 2-foot diameter stump that was 8 feet tall. from years ago, and you could feel the breeze coming around by gale all the way up the building. So we're moving on to custom shutters for the 6 windows we framed out. All right, Gail and I are putting on 6 half-inch thick treated exterior plywood panels, or shutters if you want to call them that. Oh, we made some custom hooks we're going to put on the top. Because we got bear problems, we can't leave these windows wide open and go away. So we're on our fifth window. And we're marking this one. And then we got to drill it. Gotta get in the middle. Yep. Then we got to mark them. Okay, let her go down a little. A little more on the right. Okay, hold her there. Can you hold it there? Yeah. I think the sides are good. It's inside that big log. Okay. So hold still. Let them fall off the ladder. We'll be good. It's a good fit. Okay. Marking it? Yeah, I'm marking that. I'm marking that. That's going to be harder to hang on, I'm just going to screw that in. Alright. Just see if this right on a knot. My God. Push back. I'm just pushing it. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let go. The top is on a hook system. We figured out that you could push it up and hook it, lay it down, and then we're going to sink anchors into the main frame of the window in 2 spots. So it always goes back in those anchors, and you're not just drilling holes into the frame of your window every year when you button it up. Because too many bears, and they're too big.
All right.
You filming?
I am.
Yeah, go one more tree.
He's riding the tree trunk down.
There it goes. I think we can cut it at that height.
Okay.
Otherwise it's too high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super.
Time to turn on the chainsaw again.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Or should we go get the rope out?
Let's get the ropes out so we don't hurt them. Give me my safety glass. So, Gail and I made these shutters we were showing you the other day. And then we actually foamed in the cuts for the frames for the windows. I'll finish that off and I'll make it look like concrete going around the windows. So, bear proof. 1/2 inch construction grade plywood that the bear won't be able to get a grip on. And then we'll screw the door shut because we don't know what that little guy's up to. That little bear is just ripping stuff apart. And we don't know if he's little or not. We haven't got him on film yet. Big enough to destroy the tool cache and bite a hole through it. cargo container, so probably not little. All right, that's it. That's number 6 is done.